people. This is a very, very explosive draft. I don't know, though, for Ultra Prime, how this game looks if there's a lane swap. If there's a standard lane, it's great, but keep Scout alive, and at the end of the day, you have to be alive to deal damage.
Yeah, and if he's alive for that much longer, for a hero's entrance to actually complete its channel and make the counter engage possible, you know, I buy it. Now, Junhao has skipped a couple of camps to make sure that he can arrive on this bottom side of the map looking for that vault breaker. It's just a simple sidestep for missing, but he's already burned the flash, and it's not a flash, just the ignite. He's not going to even try and escape, just accepts his...
Yeah. Just trying to match each other here. Saber shouldn't be in trouble, though. If Shun makes it here, certainly will be.
Flash, and it's not in time. The last auto attack is completed by Scout. And despite burning both summoner spells, Saber goes down.
Recent years. So he's very, very tenured on it. As many junglers are, but some are far less efficient than others, as Arla sidesteps that Q. That's going to be big in keeping him alive here.
He's going to call the Ram, but doesn't get a chance to actually use it because he was CC'd to death. And for Ultra Prime, that's the second kill of the game going their way. And John being able to pick up some of that gold is now really putting the gold snowball in the right places on the team.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I'm not sure, maybe as we panned up, if Arla had just used that Bellows Breath. So I do feel like JDG probably would have lacked a little bit too much damage, as Scout's going to learn about being on the end of damage, I think, real soon, though. That wave clear, frustrating, not going to matter, forced to dive anyway.
Yep, Zhang leads it, Junhao follows up, and everyone's there for the party, and nothing Scout could have done. No chance in even trying to burn the flash. He knew that his fate was pretty much done and dusted. JDG, the best that they can answer is look in the mid lane, get some extra plates for pays, while the rest of Ultra Prime, you know, be glad in the fact that they over-invested for that play and guaranteed.
Great sidestep on that. But I have to wait a long time, really, to scale up, right? You're talking Ornn, Victor, Ezreal. These are champions that only really want to start kind of being active around 2 items at the earliest.
Yeah.
So this gives Ultra Prime a lot of freedom in these next maybe 10 minutes or so of farm. Though Scout's going to get a little bit accelerated. They cross map this tower 1 versus 2 mirror times. It's quite particular, I will say.
So what you're saying is they could.
Yeah, it could.
Hell yeah.
They will pick up this dragon, so one apiece. JDG picking up that first one, really big.
You know, I don't know if Scout will always be in a position to maintain this Jax.
Yeah, that's the main thing, right? Scout and Shun gonna try and dive this Jax right now.
That's one way to put pressure on them, but Shun takes a little too much damage from the turret, and Jung realizes it at the last possible second, getting one flash bonk in. Scout trying to beat
for the next 5 minutes or so, just sitting here and kind of soaking up all of this pressure.
JDG currently thinking about making a dive onto Jung on the bottom side of the turret, or at least forcing him off and ceding defense of the structure. This will give JDG a little bit of extra gold in their pockets for gold. Ala looking for potentially lethal onto Saber, just a trade of ultimates so far, and Saber will respect. Started up, it's just been used to push and pull people around. So we've been slowly waiting, Jamada, for the action to finally spark up from the catalyst.
But that is their strong side, right? Pays just sat here being a wave clear, you know, bot. That's all he really has to do. The Scout keeps Cryo topside, and then looking for a play up here.
Wants it. Cyclone sets up the guaranteed flash taunt for missing, looking for Saber. Ignite burns him down, and Rosie Love does not get a chance to escape. Saber lives. But the rest of Ultra Prime now down without a support, and it's a 5-man advantage strong for JDG on the map as they take out this tier 2 turret, and now they're starting to make the pings toward the Otacon.
Yeah, they should just be able to pick that up, and I mean, they might even consider a Baron. I mean, it's really up to them, to be honest with you. One or the other. They all fight over Scuttle. But it will be given to Shun. The vision pop comes through. They see Junhao. And now remember, there's no information for Ultra Prime. They know that because of the Scuttle proc. They're going to be spotted on that deep rotation. It's going to be alright. So no Baron, no big play, no decision made by JDG there.
We got a little bit of the explosive action from JDG as they find potentially another pick. Junhao, if it goes down, surely that should be both of these epic objectives on the table. But JDG are first going to take control of the mid wave, making sure that Ultra Prime don't have a chance to contest this tier 2 turret. Now that it's been taken care of, their eyes are on the top river.
Yep, top river. Big objectives. Should be both of them. And I mean, Ultra Prime, let's see what they try to do to make this awkward as a takedown. Atakan, I imagine they might give over. But the problem as I started to do the maths myself, the problem is they give over Atakan. They do Atakan first. Going for a Baron contest just feels horrible, right? You've got 2 teleports already available. So if you kill those solo laners, they'll just withdraw and teleport right back. So take the towers. JDG understand that just because of that.
Gun for the Baron after Otacon was completed because they had to correct a lot of these waves on both top and bot wave. Ala might be in trouble. Junhao and Jung have done a great job of routing him off and away from any reinforcements. The rest of JDG are just pushing through the mid lane. Ala, there goes the Otacon GA. That is gone, but JDG will take advantage of this and pretty much open the map through the mid lane. Tier 2 completely gone. And that True Shot Barrage, it does not find Jung, does not delay the recalls. But they got the work that they wanted anyway. Inhibitor turret already taken off.
They know there's no vision because they just popped the Scuttle a second ago. Plenty of pings coming down from Ultra Prime, so they still know Spider senses tingling, and they see it now.
And there's no split push pressure, so Ultra Prime are opting into what should be JDG favored in this 5-on-5 composition that they've built for teamfighting. But Missing is already taken off of the fight, but that's the Otacon GA. They turn on to the left side looking for Zhang. Pops the stasis, gets out with the leap strike, looking at Shun. He secures the Baron. Oh, wait. Junhao stole the Baron away from JDG. JDG, they've completely lost their marbles. They're losing a couple members on both sides, but that's a big win for Ultra Prime to take away and deny the Baron as Waco pays. He's flashing forward. He wants a statement to be made. He takes out Pays, and he goes down for his efforts, but holy moly.
Hold on.
I like what you're cooking here, Waco.
Yeah, I don't mind. Honestly, if Scout did a TP there as well, the Waco might have really fried them in that 2v1. John, he's going to move down here to this dragon. He's going to look to secure it, but teleport's coming out from Ala. He's moving over. Scout, he's also moving over. There's no way that Ultra Prime are going to be able to take this one. They will face check, but they're more than fine. Rosie Love, he's getting burst down in a CC as well onto Jung.
Counter-Strike only on the 2 member. He's got to delay as much time as possible. Rosie Love gets popped, and Scout is looking for Jong next. Jong is doing everything he can. Another proc with the Counter-Strike with the CDR just is not enough. JDG withstand and withhold. All the Baron buffs are off the table, and the crisis is averted for JDG as they have this opportunity to secure this dragon.
Goodness me, it's just so messy, man. And Shun as well in that Baron pit. Opportunity to smite it, doesn't quite press the button. I don't know what else to say. And as he dies as well, I think, the Atacon buff dropped off mid-fight. Thirst between Cleanse and Flash and just being Ezreal. He could have a really good time. Ultra Prime, there's looking for a play on the side lane, and I like this. All in on the side lane. Got the Hull Breaker. It's really hard for Ala to kill. JDG have to respond to this.
My goodness, I mean, the turret just evaporated. Scout is there to answer, but Saber's just going to try and force his hand. That's Seekers or Zonya's gone, and now Saber has to run for the hills, popping the Ghost. But they've got their objective in taking out that inhibitor tower. The inhibitor itself is still alive. Oh boy. I'm pretty sure that ward should spot them that they're doing Baron.
I mean, they would have maybe seen... Yeah, I think they saw Victor, and they're probably seeing the Baron particles, right? So now they know Ultra Prime. They should get this soul. Ultra Prime should get soul. I think JDG have to all in this Baron. Otherwise, it's just a trade that Ultra Prime are happy to get. But it's a little bit hesitant. It's late, but also look where Junhao is. He's being held up here by Arla. And I think this Baron should go down, but how did Ultra Prime get the fight after the fact?
3,000. Junhao, can he get
Oh,
into the
Junhao,
pit?
he's dead!
Close, he does it again! Junhao, the man that was behind Shun's spot in BLG on the BLG Junior team, is able to show up against the man that was in front of him. He does go down, but they deny Baron buff away from JDG. Ultra Prime now just have to live. They have to contain as many Baron buffs as they can for the last surviving members, as a Cocoon will force the cleanse out of Pays. He wants to keep track and try and run down as many members as possible. Soul was obtained by Ultra Prime.
It gets really, really hard to think about.
For the first time this series, JDG are on the back foot, and they are running out of options, and every single time that they have had a way out of this game to put it in a position where they can close it, they fumbled. And big props to Junhao for being clutch on the steals. However, he might be caught out here. This call of the Forge God will land true, and ain't no way Junhao's escaping this one. JDG forced the numbers advantage on the map, but what can they do with it during the next minute that Junhao is not alive?
Junhao dead. 50-second death timer as well. How much can JDG get done? I mean, their side lanes are really the big problem, right? So they're going to look for this mid lane inhibitor because they broke open the base earlier. And it will be a 3 versus 2. Pays, Shun and missing. Will be an inhibitor down, but it's the mid lane inhib, right? So it's not the most important, but I think in this context, it's pretty good because you're dealing with all of this side lane pressure, right? And it kind of acts as a bit of a counterweight. You've always got super minions pushing through the mid lane. As hold on, Waco!
To the back line, but he's got to be careful for the Cyclone as Shun completes the flash and knocks him up, but Saber is here for the collapse. Pays is left all by himself, but he deals with Rosie Love anyway. The rest of Ultra Prime trying to eliminate JDG's last carry into Scout, but he pops the stasis, and that Chaos Storm has the power of the Arcane, ripping them to shreds, and Ultra Prime might have just blown their one shot to take a game off of JDG, because now they're down 3 members, and JDG is still rocking with 4.
Yeah, Pace is walking towards the mid lane. There's no wave for the moment, but as I say it, look how close it really is. Arlo drops the ward for Scout, and it's 4 members of JDG in the base against Jax and Vi. 2 versus 4. Let's see if Ultra Prime can hold on to this one.
Can Junhao pull out another miracle? He sends it onto Scout, but Pays is just free firing with these Mystic shots, and if you can't take either out, there's just no chance in hell you can stop the power of JDG. 3-0, GG, well played.
Real end-to-end stuff this game. And I mean, we've credited JDG